a day around lunchtime, Frank Hinrichs leaves his workplace in downtown Berlin. He heads straight for the nearby Berlin Cathedral, the largest church building in the city. But he's not out just for a stroll. He's a man on a mission. Frank Hinrichs has come to tend his bees high above the rooftops of Berlin. Last month, Berlin Cathedral became home to 2 of his bee colonies. He's the first to keep bees up here. The church was quick to give its approval. Now, some 100,000 bees are living on the cathedral.
I work just 2 streets away from here at the city's day hostel. And I was looking for a place nearby where I could tend to my bees during the lunch break. I thought there are bees on top of St. Paul's in London and on top of the Opera House in Paris. So I asked the cathedral authorities and they agreed immediately. My bees have been here ever since.
He's been keeping bees for 3 years now. He's one of nearly 500 amateur beekeepers in Berlin, and his specialist know-how he lacks, he can find out from the experts.
I asked a local institute about keeping bees at this height. We're 43 or 44 meters. They said it's fine. Bees generally look for nectar and pollen within a radius of 3 kilometers, so they don't need flowers right nearby. Once they find a source of nectar, they inform the other bees through a dance. And they can do that just as much here as on the edge of a field.
Bees can live wherever there are flowers and water. Thanks to a new initiative called Berlin is Buzzing, they are now also living in other prominent locations, like on the city's House of World Cultures, a forum for international contemporary arts. The initiative aims to raise awareness of the importance of bees.
The honeybee is at the forefront, and we're using them as a platform for highlighting the importance of biological diversity. We have nearly 300 different species of wild bee in Berlin, for example. So the honeybee is just one of those 300. All of them help to pollinate the flowers.
3 beehives have been placed on the roof. The official inauguration attracts plenty of attention. The idea of getting more bees into the city is extremely popular among local beekeepers.
There are a whole range of factors that make the city better for beekeeping than the countryside. First, we have a far greater range of plant life, which means a more diverse diet for the bees. The city is 2 to 3 degrees Celsius warmer. We also don't have the problem of pesticides or genetically modified organisms. And beekeepers who have their bees in the city can sell their honey more easily because there are far more customers here.
We move now to central London. Wherever Johannes Paul wants to look at his bees, he just has to climb out onto the roof. Johannes Paul is a product designer. He and his friends developed what they call the bee house, a type of beehive designed especially for use in the city.
I started a company called Omelette with 4 friends from college where we studied product design, and we wanted to develop products that would make it possible for people to keep bees and chickens in the city. And we love the kind of the Bauhaus design school, and so the bee house is our homage to the Bauhaus.
He's been keeping bees for 3 years. He wears protective clothing when he's dealing with his bees, although he assures us his bees are not aggressive.
It's not a dangerous hobby if you're wearing the protective gear, so I always wear a suit and gloves when I do it. And I also try to keep bees which are quite friendly and not aggressive, because as you can see I live right in the middle of town, so I have neighbours and there's a school next door.
Back to Berlin now, and another key location in the city, Beliveau Palace, the official residence of the German president. Frank Hinrichs, the beekeeper from the Cathedral, has another 6 colonies of bees here in the palace gardens. He just decided to ask and was immediately given permission. Each colony has up to 50,000 bees and supplies some 40 kilograms of honey a year.